suppose from a player's point of view, can you just tell us how sweet it was to deliver a performance that good in front of a crowd that big against that team?
Yeah, the biggest thing was the performance. That's what we spoke about a lot during the week, was just probably had a lot of focus on ourselves and playing the way we want to. So yeah, it was great to go out and deliver that today.
You know, it's great to beat them, it's great to do that here, but you did say it is just a quarter final. And how much is that the message that he's giving you in the dressing room to enjoy tonight, but it's only a part of the job done?
Yeah, that's 100% it. You know what I mean? Obviously, we'll enjoy tonight, but we have two big games in South Africa coming up, and then a semi-final against either Northampton or the Bulls, which would be a huge game as well. So there's a lot more work to do.
You must be pleased with your own performance. I mean, you missed a lot of rugby this year with that injury that you got out here, but you look like you're really hitting your shots.
Yeah, it's great to put a few games together. Obviously, it's probably a bit stop-start when I came back. Just obviously, there's not too many games going on during Six Nations, so it's great to play a few games in a row. So yeah, delighted.
What was it like kicking in those conditions, that wind? I think you got 6 out of 7, did you? Hit the post the other one? Must be pretty happy with that in that wind.
Yeah, like there were obviously very important moments. It was pretty tricky, all right. Obviously, we were warming up into the other end, and it was all over the place. So it's pretty swirly in the Aviva, but thankfully they went over today, most of them anyway.
Would you rate that as one of your better kicking displays then, because of the wind?
No, I still missed one. So.
Ross, come on. Which do you enjoy more, those kicks or the little one-handed pass for James Lowe's try assist?
I was just trying to get it out of my hand so I didn't get melted.
You did get melted about 2 phases before that, didn't you? Like to get up after that, I think Sutini hit you and knocked you for 6, but you got up. And how much do you pride yourself in that ability to get back up and get back into the line when you would have been justified to stay down at home?
It's just, I suppose, trying to do my job, really, you know what I mean, which is obviously trying to navigate the team around the pitch. So yeah, it's just trying to get back in and do my job the best I can.
When you're like still trying to get your back after that to make those decisions, is that just all the training that you've done across all the kind of moments that you've had in that jersey over the last couple of years, just you're operating on kind of those kind of memories that you have? I
think so, yeah. It's you probably don't have too much time to think in a lot of those moments, you know what I mean? Just trust your instinct and hopefully it comes off.
How are you feeling, given that obviously you missed the Six Nations through injury? How have you been in the last few weeks in terms of just getting back to match fitness? And I don't know, are you kind of determined to go out there and give it all, given that you missed out on the Six Nations and the success of Ireland now?
It hasn't really crossed my mind too much. I mean, my focus has been fully on these games. Obviously, look, it's been disappointing the last few years for us in Leinster. So for us, it's just been able to try and deliver the best performance. So for me, trying to deliver the best I can, and then hopefully the team plays well off the back of that. So that's kind of been my main focus, to be honest.
And physically, how have you been kind of getting back from injury?
Yeah, good. Physically, probably. I think it's the first time I've probably missed that many games, really. So physically, I actually feel good. Whereas normally this time of the year, I'm probably falling apart a little bit. So it's probably nice to have a little break at that time.
A little blessing and stuff, you know, it can turn out to be.
Potentially, yeah.
As a team, was there a fair bit of hurt in that performance today from the last 11 months going back to the final?
I think so. Like obviously we played them earlier in the year. I know I wasn't playing, but in the group stages, away, which is a tricky place to go, and we got a good win. But yeah, I mean, look, we're human, so it's always going to be in the back of your mind a little bit. But we did just put a big focus on ourselves this week.
Can you scale those heights again? Without that hurt or memory or notions of revenge or whatever it is, that would in 3 weeks' time?
Well, we're going to have to if we want to win. Whoever we play, obviously we played the Bulls. If we're playing them, they were serious outfit, and obviously Northampton, everyone's seeing what they're doing as well. So I don't know who's winning that game at the moment, but whoever we play, we're going to have to be at our best.
What's your thoughts on playing Croke Park?
It's pretty special. I mean, look, it doesn't really happen, so hopefully we can get an incredible crowd, and hopefully it's another special day.
Were you there online?
It wasn't, unfortunately.
No.
I was at the final.
Yeah, have you gone to Croker much?
I have. I've been a good bit like it. Obviously, I go to a good few Dublin game stuff, and look, it's probably one of the premier stadiums in Europe. So hopefully, we get a great crowd.
Maybe not the hill.
Never in the hill now. Prawn sandwich for good.
How are you enjoying the slightly revamped backline? The ball seems to be moving to the wing faster in your tenure this year. Seems to be more of a kind of an emphasis on trying to make breaks. Robbie Henshaw's kick in play, Andrew Osborne's kick in play, both of them resulted in tries. albeit Andrews took a lot of time to come. How are you finding the rejig in the back line?
Andrew's in the stand with Jamie. It's Jamie Osborne.
What did I say?
Andrew. But yeah, look, I think the lads, like, they make my job pretty easy, to be honest. I mean, the talk they do, and they just back themselves. That's probably what we've put a big emphasis on, going out and attacking teams. And we can do it in a number of different ways, which is great. But a lot of it, to be honest, comes from the pressure we face in training every week. Obviously, look, the line speed that you see from us, that's pretty much what we face most days. So I think that's probably helping our attack as well.
Could I ask one more? Sorry, Chris. You talked about the crowd and what it might be like in 3 weeks' time in Croke Park. The crowd today were really engaged, I thought. Like really, really, particularly in defensive sets. Like, maybe not always has been the case in the past. They really understood the importance of it. What difference does that make to you guys as a team, hearing that kind of support? And I know there's even renditions of Boys in Blue and Cousins Muscles. It was cracking Leinster. I don't know what you thought.
Yeah, it does. It makes a huge difference. Yeah, it was brilliant today. I think that's the importance of home advantage, and I think you need to make it count. And there was times today where it does make a huge difference, and particularly in those momentum swings. You know what I mean? It definitely energises the teams or the team at times. It's important, obviously, then that we back it up. If the crowd's giving us energy, it's important that we give them energy as well.
You talked about before the game and today about how when Johnny was leaving as a leader, creates what could have created a void. He said that a lot of you guys just stepped up really, really well in the months since. Let's talk about the kind of that process of lads taking ownership of this team and driving it forward and making sure that the legacy that he left is continues for Leinster.
Yeah, I suppose, like, we obviously haven't had success in the last 2 years in terms of trophies, but we've gained a huge amount of experience as a group, and obviously lads have gained huge experiences in international rugby as well. So it's just trying to tap into that as best we can. So there's a number of leaders across the team, so it's just important we're getting everyone to chip in when they can. I think it probably showed today.